Voice actors and motion capture actors under SAG AFTRA have been on strike since July 26th, and this comes after 18 months of negotiations that fell through, so it didn't come out of nowhere, and it's been happening for a while now. But it seems like a lot of people have no idea that this is even a thing. So you might be asking yourself, what is this about? When is it going to end? And what could be so important to these voice actors and motion capture actors that they're willing to go on strike for this long? These are the things that I want to know as well, and so when I reached out to them for more information, they were nice enough to invite me to their headquarters to talk to some of the voice actors and talk to people on the negotiation teams to get more information and let everybody know what exactly this is all about. I'm going to be making a bunch of videos going into a lot of nuanced detail about every aspect of the strike, but the broad scope, the big thing that you need to know is that this is about AI, and solely about AI. It's not about wages, it's not about anything else, it's about AI. Voice actors and motion capture actors want to preserve the humanality of their art form. They want to have assurances from these companies that they're not going to be replaced or have their likenesses replicated without their consent. I wasn't the only creator invited, and they did a bunch of different workshops with us to show us their process.
If it's an issue and the character's not right, the actor can feel it.
Characters become real when you hit on something new and surprising, and someone does something between a take, on a take, that's like a new layer. It's like chipping away at a sculpture that's like a new angle on the character, and you're like, great, oh my god, let's run with that, let's deepen there. And that's when the character starts to settle and become real and become tied to that actor. That actor becomes like more comfortable, of like they have ownership, if they feel like they have ownership of the character because we've discovered it together. I don't think the character is real or detailed or fully fleshed out until you have some surprises like that and you some discoveries together. So but that means that you have to trust in the process of playing.
There's a very human element to delivering a performance. It's not just reading words on a page really well. This process is invisible to most people. It's not something you think about when you're playing, but if you remove that and you just have something robotic emulating these things, you will feel the loss of that. Another exercise was with the motion capture actors, and it had them working through how they find different characters, different beasts and creatures. A lot of times creatures in video games that don't exist or animals or whatever are motion captured by people that just emulate how that works. Andy Serkis made an entire career off of that. There's a reason why Andy Serkis, despite the fact that you almost never see his face, keeps getting booked to play these characters, because there is a craft to emoting these types of things as a non-human character. An AI could study how gorillas move all day, every day, but it's not going to bring a performance in the way that Andy Serkis would. And after these exercises, I was able to sit down with one of the people that is in charge of negotiations between SAG AFTRA and these big companies that they're striking against, and asked a bunch of questions about the details of the strike, what the studios want, what SAG AFTRA is asking for, and really get a lot of details on something that is not being covered nearly as much as the acting strike from last year. In the meantime, I encourage you to go to SAG AFTRA's website and see how you can help with this. It's important to note that they are not asking anyone to boycott any company, and they are not asking content creators to